Segment 1, Hook and Emotional Intro. Picture walking into a room. You're just being yourself, not making any loud entrance. But heads turn, just a little, and you sense a slight hush. You notice a few people look your way, then quickly glance down, as if they've been caught admiring something they're not sure how to handle. Maybe some are smiling without explanation. If you've ever wondered, did I just imagine that, or am I more attractive than I think, then you're in good company. Let me share Sam's story. Sam always assumed he was average. He never thought much of his looks, focusing more on his hobbies and work. But over time, Sam picked up subtle changes in how others behaved around him. Female colleagues grew awkward or playful. A few male friends seemed to become competitive for no real reason. Even strangers occasionally did double takes at him. Initially, Sam dismissed it. Yet something kept telling him these weren't random occurrences. Finally, after hearing repeated offhand compliments about his smile and style, Sam realized, perhaps people see him as quite an attractive man, even though he never believed it. If Sam's situation sounds familiar, if you've ever suspected that your presence sparks a little extra interest, or you've noticed small but telling reactions, then stay with me. In the next 20 minutes, we'll go through 11 signs you might actually be far more attractive than you realize. If any sign reminds you of your daily life, I'd be interested in hearing how it played out for you. Sometimes, the smallest details mean the most. Segment 2, Why this topic matters. It's easy to underestimate yourself, especially in today's world where social media can magnify our insecurities. But being aware of your own attractiveness does more than boost your ego, it informs how you carry yourself, how you handle social dynamics, and how you build meaningful connections. If you're consistently missing signals that people are drawn to you, you might settle for less fulfilling friendships, job positions, or romantic possibilities. Recognizing these subtle hints can open doors you didn't even know were there. Segment 3, Sign number 1. People smile or light up when you're around. Sam never thought much about it until a friend pointed it out. Dude, have you realized how folks grin whenever you walk in? At the office, he'd step into the break room and sense a small lift in everyone's mood. People might catch your eye and break into a friendly smile, sometimes unconsciously. They're responding to a positive vibe or pleasant physical features, even if they're not fully aware. If you've noticed that random individuals often look genuinely pleased to see you, it might not just be about you having a good personality. A pleasing appearance or a warm aura can unconsciously make others react with a smile. Do you see this happening? I'd love to know if it resonates with your daily experiences. Segment 4, Sign number 2, Women get fidgety or nervous near you. Sam had a female coworker who'd drop her pen whenever he joined her desk. She'd giggle at small jokes and immediately seem self-conscious. Sound familiar? When people, especially women, act a bit restless or shy around you, it often stems from physical or psychological attraction. They can't fully control subtle gestures like playing with their hair, blinking more than usual, or biting their lip. It doesn't mean they definitely want to date you, but that your presence has an emotional impact. Think back. Have you seen occasional awkward clumsiness or sudden blushes when you talk to someone? If so, that might indicate your looks or energy are putting them on a pleasant edge. Segment 5, Sign number 3, Men either respect you quickly or get competitive. Sam felt it with certain guys who'd size him up or try overshadowing him in group conversations. One day, a friend confided, "You're a chill guy, but some men see you as competition." When a man has strong presence or is physically appealing, other men subconsciously assess if they measure up. Some respond with admiration, while others become guarded or dismissive. Notice if men speak over you or ignore you when you join a group, as though they don't want you stealing the limelight. Alternatively, some men might go out of their way to seek your approval or welcome you as a friend. These extremes point to a distinctive aura. You're a man they can't just overlook. Do you recall times a buddy seemed antsy whenever you were around a woman he liked? Segment 6, Sign number 4, You trigger playful challenges from women. Sam once had a classmate who teased him, "Bet you tell all the girls that story." She smirked, waiting for his reaction. This banter wasn't disinterest, it was a mild test. Women sometimes throw these lines to gauge if you'll crumble or maintain confidence. They want to spark a fun tension, seeing whether you can take the heat. When a woman invests energy in challenging you or teasing you with cunning remarks, it suggests she views you as high value enough to see how you handle tension. If you can keep your composure and respond in kind without losing your cool, you feed that attraction further. Ever encountered a woman who teased you in a way that felt more flirty than insulting? Segment 7, Sign number 5, Complete strangers hold glances or do double takes. Sam recalled an instance in a grocery store. A random passerby did a quick double take, nearly bumping into a display. He wondered if it was chance, until it happened again in another aisle. When people visually fix on you, it's often because they find something appealing. Maybe your height, posture, style, or face structure captures attention. They likely won't approach you out of the blue, but that short moment of eye contact can speak volumes. Observe if you often catch strangers glancing at you, then awkwardly looking away. You may be more striking than you'd ever guessed. Have you noticed frequent second glances in public? Segment 8, Sign number 6, You get unexpected help or favors. Sam noticed random small acts of kindness, a barista giving him an upgrade for free, a coworker offering to handle his shift switch. Sure, this can happen to anyone once in a while, but if it's consistent, it might point to the halo effect. People want to please those they perceive as physically or magnetically appealing. They do it subconsciously, hoping to gain favor or simply because they're drawn to your presence. If you found life a little smoother in public spaces or that acquaintances readily volunteer assistance, it might indicate you have an edge in the looks and charm department. Segment 9, Sign number 7, Friends can't understand why you're single. Sam got asked, "Why on earth are you not dating?" multiple times by colleagues who assumed he had lines of admirers. They saw a mismatch between his looks/energy and his single status. Typically, people believe an attractive man should automatically be taken. If you're hearing that question frequently, it likely means they deem you too attractive or too charismatic to remain unattached. That assumption might be puzzling if your own self-image never matched it, but it's a big clue about how others see you. Have you ever had family or friends essentially say, "Wait, how are you single?" If so, they probably find your appearance or vibe far above average. Segment 10, Sign number 8, You're modest about your appearance. Many genuinely good-looking guys are ironically humble, or even self-critical, about their looks. Sam, for instance, dismissed compliments, believing folks were just being nice. But consistent compliments or positive attention can't all be politeness. While humility is attractive, keep in mind an extreme self-doubt can blind you to actual signals of interest. If you realize you seldom accept compliments easily yet keep receiving them, it might be time to let a little confidence shine through. Has anyone told you, "You're way too humble about how you look," or insisted you're handsome but you brushed it off? Segment 11, Sign number 9, You're driven by growth or purpose. At some point, Sam discovered a deeper focus on personal development, learning new languages, setting fitness goals, excelling in his career. As he moved forward, more people gravitated to him. It dawned on him that an inner drive radiates outward, enhancing physical allure. People see a man who sets goals and pursues them, and it's undeniably appealing. That synergy of ambition and focus can overshadow minor physical flaws, making you stand out. Consider your own path. If you're vigorously improving your life, you may unintentionally amplify your overall attractiveness. Notice how others respond to your sense of direction. Segment 12, Sign number 10, You're comfortable with flaws, owning who you are. Sam had a small scar on his chin he once hated. Over time, he joked about it, wore it with no shame. Interestingly, friends began saying it looked cool and gave him character. When you accept your perceived flaws, be it height, hairline, or something else, your acceptance often transforms them into unique selling points. The confidence from acknowledging imperfections outshines many perfect faces lacking personality. Think if you've turned one of your so-called flaws into a charming quirk. People sometimes love those unique traits more than bland perfection. Real attraction is about authenticity, not symmetry alone. Segment 13, sign number 11, others seek your opinions or leadership. Sam wasn't just physically appealing, he also found that people increasingly asked for his viewpoint, on style, on problem-solving at work, or even personal dilemmas. When you're attractive, many unconsciously link it with confidence, competence, or trustworthiness, the halo effect, again. They want your input, or they look to you to set the tone. If you notice your suggestions weigh more, or that people often highlight what you said in group settings, they might be enthralled by your presence. This sign crosses purely physical lines, tying your looks to your overall leadership vibe. Segment 14, lessons and educational value. Attraction is multifaceted. Physical shape or symmetrical features are part of it, but so is posture, style, confidence, emotional intelligence. A magnetic presence often arises from the synergy of these elements. Underrating yourself hurts your potential. If you consistently see these signals but brush them off, you could be missing out on deeper connections or career chances. Keep humility, embrace confidence. It's not about arrogance. Noticing you might be more attractive is simply acknowledging reality, and letting that knowledge empower you to develop further. Invest in growth. Groom well, refine your personal brand, and chase your passions. The positivity from genuine self-improvement resonates outward, drawing people naturally. Connection over appearance. Ultimately, we're social beings. Attraction is more about how you make others feel, and how you carry yourself with purpose, rather than just genes or a nice haircut. Segment 15, conclusion and call to action. Thinking back to Sam's story, you can see how subtle signs, reactions from friends, teasing from acquaintances, even the way strangers glanced at him, piled up until he finally believed people valued him more than he ever realized. He went from downplaying every compliment to acknowledging that, yes, there was something special in how he carried himself. That shift unlocked his confidence to try new social circles, take on more at work, and simply enjoy life without the nagging thought of, I'm probably not that appealing anyway. Now, consider your own experiences. Have strangers done double takes you brushed off as coincidence? Have friends joked about your secret admirers, yet you never took it seriously? Perhaps it's time to see that these incidents aren't random. They might be pointing to a genuine appeal you've been overlooking. Embracing that fact can push you to take leaps, whether it's starting that conversation you've postponed, applying for a leadership role, or entering social settings with a newfound calm. If any sign from this video struck a chord or brought back a memory, I'd truly be interested in hearing about it. Sharing your story or perspective in the comments might also encourage someone else who's uncertain about their own attractiveness. And if you found this discussion enlightening, let others know by giving this video a quick like and perhaps sharing it with a friend who could benefit. If you'd enjoy more content on personal growth and the finer points of self-improvement, feel free to subscribe. You're always welcome here, and your voice matters. Ultimately, never forget that noticing these signs isn't about inflating your ego, it's about realizing your potential and living boldly. Accept the compliments, keep refining your best qualities, and allow yourself to cherish the recognition that others already see in you. Once you own your worth, you'll be amazed at the new confidence and opportunities that follow.